Well, hello there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Waking up here in the big tent. Nothing like waking up, seeing that lake. It's just always beautiful. And look at that. We've got some deer down by the lake. There is just basically nothing better than this kind of life. It was snowing a couple days ago. It is now January 1st. So Happy New Year. Really can't wait to get started. This is Hobo Hollow. All right, if you haven't checked out the other episodes in this series, go ahead and go back and watch those episodes. This is a survival series, so we are past the beginning stages of the survival series. We've gotten ourselves a new tractor. Look at these beautiful tomatoes that have been produced. Might look to load those up and take them in and sell them, as it is prime time for tomatoes. Let's go ahead and check the tomato prices one more time. I've been keeping an eye on them since last episode. We've basically been sleeping and passing our time away. As you can see, the tomato prices are up into the $500 range. They did hit a high of $564 back in last February. We can expect it to maybe go up just a little bit more, but I'm eager to take them in, see how much we can get for them. So that might be the first thing that we do. Just right off the bat, what I'm going to do is grab the tractor, kick it into gear. I think our best trailer to use for this is this one right here. That poor, ugly, orange-brown tractor. I don't think it's ever going to see any use, and I might just take it back to the store and sell it. So one thing I want to do is take the straps off, and I'm probably going to have to use my super strength. Just go ahead and toss these on there. Hopefully I can fit them all with no problem. Computer seems to be having some issues. It's actually the electricity in this particular room. It is not very good. I like how the pallets are fitting nicely side by side. I didn't expect that. Thought that for sure they would not fit very well. Let's go ahead and put straps over them, because why not? Even though I don't think they're going to go anywhere. What I need to do is figure out where I want to sell them. It looks as if the Hobo's Farmer Market is the place to go. So I need to figure out where that is. I think I set a marker, but I need to be able to see the horizon to figure it out. Alright, so apparently it's over this way. We're going to drive by old Uncle Earl's place, show off our tomatoes that we've grown, and he might be super jealous. The trailer seems to be weighed down quite a bit, as it's making very large gouges into the field. And would you look at that? It's just right next door. I have never actually been over here, so this will be a new experience to come over this way. And I had no idea that we could just sell our tomatoes right here, so that's pretty convenient. And how much are we going to make off of this? Again, I don't even know. I don't really do the math like some people do. I just sell at the highest price I can, and that way I know I'm making the most money I can at that time. Maybe someday I'll get into running the calculations and figuring it all out. But I believe I can just pull up right here, and they will, maybe? I don't know. That seems to be for grain, and we don't want to sell grain. We're selling tomatoes. So I'm just going to go around. There might be another selling point, and it's possible. Oh, dang. That was not very good driving of me. I do apologize. It probably won't pay me very much for tomatoes after I smashed into their building. This is not the place either. So let's go back over here. And I think maybe I could just come right here and press R for sell. No? No? How about right next door? There are two icons for... There we go. That seems to be taking our tomatoes. Although it seems to be a little bit picky. Anyways, as you can see, we made $1,393 plus a dollar, so $1,394. That's not too bad, considering we just sat there and watched it all grow. Personally, I was hoping for possibly a bit more. And Uncle Earl, bless his heart, he never knew that he had a profitable business in his backyard. But we'll just let him be him. All right, so our next order of business is to hook up the large trailer. And we're going to go ahead and head over to the silo. We're going to fill it to capacity and hope, cross our fingers, that the tractor can pull it all. I think it will be able to, although that's just me not knowing for sure. It's about that time where corn prices might bump up just a tiny bit more, but they're about as good as they can get. We're going to go ahead and sell our corn, come up with as much money as we can, which I'm sure will all be used for the various kinds of equipment that we need to buy. Funding a farm is not cheap. There we go, filling it up. Does fill up quite fast, which is nice. All 22,500 liters. Next order of business is to figure out the place that will buy it for the most, which is Hobo's Farmer's Market. I believe that's where we just sold our tomatoes. So they seem to be quite eager to give us the highest price, which makes them a favorite in my opinion. It does appear that the tractor is able to pull this trailer at full capacity just fine. We're averaging about 18, 19 miles. So that's really not bad at all. That is a far cry from the Kramer, who struggled to really just exist. Pulling anything with the Kramer was a bit of a nightmare. Basically took up an entire YouTube episode. All right, here we are approaching. Any guesses as to how much we are going to make off of this load? Again, I have no idea, but I am excited to find out. There we go. I think that's really cool how it just pours out like that. It pours out quite fast. And we made about $15,800, almost $16,000. That, I'm not going to complain at all about that. That is pretty good. And we have most of another trailer full. So we're going to look at walking away with, probably $35,000 or so, maybe a little bit less. Again, it's nice to see that money roll in, right? But it's also a little depressing when you realize that all of that money needs to go to equipment that you don't have yet. So it's kind of like the first harvest season, it just gets reinvested right back into the farm, no matter what. It's not like you are saving up money, really. And with a field this size, it's a pretty sizable field, which means it's going to be hard to go with the most basic equipment, like the most basic, smallest, cheapest cultivator. I could, but it will take forever to cultivate that field. Right. Oh, we actually have 33,323 liters of corn sitting in the silo. So that means that this will not be the last trailer full. That's fine with me because that just means more money. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up a little as we drive over to the Hobo's Farmer's Market. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so total income for that harvest, we're up to $44,121. So not bad at all. I want to check out, one, what's for sale out here. This is for shallow cultivation, 53% off. That's not bad at all. This is a cultivator. It's 3 meters wide, which isn't particularly wide, but it's pretty cheap. Again, for survival, I'm not going to allow myself to lease anything, but I will allow myself to purchase things that are on sale. This transport wagon is really cool, and it's only $5,300, 64% off. That's a pretty good deal. What I want to do is just double check the status of our field. Work on first thing first, which we're going to find out with this map. Right now it's in the harvested state. It appears that it basically just has weeds growing in it, is what the map is telling us, which of course we kind of knew about already. One thing for sure is that if we did get a weeder, we could definitely get a yield boost, but I don't think that a weeder is totally necessary, meaning you can grow crops even if the weeds are still there. It's just not going to be as good of a yield boost, basically. I'm inclined to buy this, but I need to price out a few other things. I'm pretty sure we need a cultivator. What I would love is a seeder, like a power seeder, that can bypass the cultivating step. I want to say that there are some decently inexpensive options. We might as well pick up this guy. There's no configurations or anything that we can do to it. I would like to change the colors, but they are what they are. It's a bit Christmassy in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and buy that. I think we're going to go with just a spreader instead of a sprayer. And I think we're going to go with this one right here. And then I need to buy some dry, solid fertilizer. That's fine. They can sit around. We can actually put them in the silo as well. And I believe that I should buy some lime. Liming the field is a thing. And let's just go ahead and buy 4 as well. I think I need more than 4. Let's buy like this much. Last but not least, we will need seeds. So that's 900 for 1,000. Let's do the big bags. Let's do 4, just for the heck of it. Now we just got a lot of stuff. The next step is to go ahead and grab it all. So I'm just thinking about what I need to do as far as like the trailer. I can't bring the trailer. I don't think. The trailer does have an attachment on the back, I think, which means it is possible, maybe, to attach like the planter to the back of that trailer. Honestly, I don't know for sure. I think what I'm going to do is save all of that for the next episode. We're just going to go ahead and conclude this episode. I am happy that we still have $6,800 in the bank. That means hopefully we don't have to go all the way down to 0 in order to get the next field up and running. And planting season is just around the corner. I think, let's double check. Planting season starts in March. So pretty excited for that. And excited to get going again on planting and harvesting. So it's a pretty cyclical process, farming in general. Anyways, let's go ahead and conclude this episode. Thank you for being so active, following me. Please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time.